Hey there and welcome back to the channel. Bryson with Dimes for Dollars here, and today we have two more boxes of pennies for Lincoln Hunt and Fill Series number 132. Now, several hunts ago, we had one of these East Coast boxes come in from, I believe, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we're here on the West Coast, so I can only assume these Loomis boxes are from the West Coast as well. But we kept a little bit of a battle going with points, and I don't recall which one won because we didn't have a good point system. Now today, we're going to actually have a point system. I came up with this one, and I'm not sure if it's going to work very well, but I'm not going to get through all of it, but I'll show you just what I got here. You can see Indian head cents and teens, 20s, and 30s wheat cents are worth quite a bit. 40s and 50s are more common, but they're still worth quite a bit of points. As for the West Coast, their advantage is going to be the S-Mint and Memorial cents, worth 1 point each. And I noticed in our last hunt, copper was very abundant in the East Coast. So for every 10 of them, that's 2 points. Now, as for Canadians, the post-1965 ones, they're fairly common, but they can't be redeemed back for a penny, so they're going to be negative 1 point. Old Canadians before 1964, young heads, King George the 6th and the 5th, those are going to be worth big points. Now, a key date would always be awesome. That would be an instant win because those are rare. There's only 3 of them in the series, and I'm still missing them, so that would be cool. But as for today's hunt, this is what we got. Hopefully we can find some good finds and keep a really fun score of this one. I have one more set of boxes like this, so we'll have 2 boxes in this series. But let's go ahead and get into it. I popped the top of this first box, and it is circulated. So we got a good West Coast box. We also know that the East Coast box is going to be very circulated because I can see through all these holes here, and I see a lot of copper enders. So go ahead and get your guesses in at which one's going to win. It's going to be a very exciting series. Let's go ahead and start off with the West Coast box. Roll number 2, and the West Coast box is going to have its first wheat cent. It's going to be a 1952 from Philadelphia. 2 rolls later, and we have our second wheat cent, and this one's going to be a 1949 from Philadelphia. Roll number 6, and we have our third wheat cent of the West Coast box. It's going to be a 1956 from Denver. Roll number 11, and we have a 40s wheat cent this time. We're going to have a 1944 from San Francisco. Very next roll, and we have wheat cent number 5, and this one's going to be a 1957 from Denver. Roll 16, and we have a 50s wheat cent here, and it is in really nice shape. It's going to be a 1955 Philadelphia, and that is a very nice reverse. We'll definitely have to check that one against the album when we're done with the hunt, but for now, let's keep on hunting. Roll number 20, and we have another 50s wheat cent here, and unfortunately, it's in pretty gross shape, but it is going to be a 1958 from Denver. Roll 25, and halfway point of the West Coast box, and we have one more wheat cent that brings our total up to 8 now, 1956 from Denver. Roll 27, and this time we have a 40s wheat cent, and it's going to be a 1946 from San Francisco. Roll number 30, and we have wheat cent number 10. This one's a 1946 from Philadelphia. Very next roll, and we have another 1946. This one's a 1946 from San Francisco. Roll number 34, and we have 2 more wheat cents here. Our first one is a 1948 from San Francisco, and our second wheat cent is right back here, and it's in pretty nice shape. And the obverse is in really nice shape, 1957 from Denver. Very next roll, and we have another roll with 2 wheat cents in it. Our first one's going to be a 47 from Denver, and our other wheat cent is right back here, and this one's going to be a 1946 from Denver. Roll number 37, and we have a 1955 here, and this one's from Denver. 2 rolls later, and we have another 40s find here, and this one's going to be a 1949 from Denver. Roll number 42, and we have another 40s wheat cent here, and this one's going to be a 48 from Denver. Roll 46, and we're going to have 2 more wheat cents. Our first one is a 1956 from Denver, and our second wheat cent is right back here. And this one's a 57 from Denver. Alright, well that's going to wrap up the West Coast box, and it was a beast of a box. We got a lot of really nice finds, so let's take a minute to count them all up. We got 23 estimated memorial cents, 1 Canadian cent, we had 6 shiny copper cents, which I forgot on our score sheet, they're going to be a point each. We had 9 50s finds, a couple of them are in pretty nice shape. We also had 11 from the 40s, and a whopping 377 copper cents. So that's going to bring the West Coast's total up to 127.7. Now let's see what the East Coast can do. Roll number 2, and we have the first wheat cent, the East Coast box, and this one is a 1956 from Denver. Very next roll, and this time we have a 40s wheat cent, and it's going to be a 44 from Denver. Roll number 6, and we have wheat cent number 3 of the East Coast box, and it is in really nice shape. It's a 1953 from Denver. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reverse. And that is a very nice reverse as well. We'll definitely have to check that one against the album at the end of the hunt, along with our 55 Philadelphia, because we've got some nice ones on today's hunt. 2 rolls later, and this time we have an older Canadian cent. Let's see what the date is. And this one is going to be a 1963. Roll number 23, and we have our 4th wheat cent of the East Coast box, and it's going to be a 1952 from Philadelphia. Very next roll, and we have wheat cent number 5, and this one's a 1945 from Philadelphia. Roll number 30, and we have another 50s wheat cent, and this one's going to be a 1952 from Philadelphia. 4 rolls later, and we have another 50s wheat cent, and this one's going to be a 1957 from Denver. Roll 37, and we have wheat cent number 8, and this one's going to be a 1956 from Denver. 2 rolls later, and we have another 50s wheat cent here. This one's going to be a 1958 from Denver. Roll 41, and we have wheat cent number 10 for the East box, and this one is a 1945 Philadelphia. Roll 43, and we have a 50s wheat cent this time. It's going to be a 1955 from Denver. Alright, well that's going to do it for the East Coast box, so let's go ahead and see what it was able to get us. Starting off, we had 10 estimated memorial cents. We had 5 Canadian cents, but one of which was a Younghead 1963. We had 5 shiny copper cents, and we had 8 50s wheat cents, with the best one being the 53 from Denver, along with 3 from the 40s. We also got a whole bunch of copper cents, 557 in total. So overall, we have the score sheet here, and it looks like the West Coast is going to win by 20 points, but it was close. I think the big game changer here was we had a lot of copper cents in the East Coast box, but not a lot of oldies. Only 3 40s compared to the West Coast's 11 40s, and a whole bunch of 50s as well. So that's the big difference. West Coast takes the win on this one. But before we end the video, let's go ahead and make the upgrade, because we got a 55 Philadelphia here that's going to upgrade a spot in the book. Alright, we're back now with our one and only upgrade of today's hunt, the 1955 Philadelphia. And as you can see, the one in the book was in pretty rough shape, so definitely excited to add that one to the book. We are getting a very nice book out of all these hunts, and a lot of shiny wheat cents. So I'm always really excited to see shiny wheat cents, and we're getting quite a few of them. We got some really nice ones along the way, so I'm really happy with that. That was definitely one that I didn't think we'd find very early, because it's a Philadelphia minted one, but we managed to get it, and surprisingly in the West Coast box. So that's exciting. I'll go ahead and swap those two out, but that is going to do it for today's hunt. So I want to thank you all for watching. It was another really fun hunt, and hopefully we can have another one like this in the future. Until then, I want to thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.